5 usual website mistakes most bloggers make. It is very usual that you put your heart creating unique content, but your blog ends up with poor results. Most agencies have an excellent service to audit your site and tell you exactly what is wrong and what is there to improve. Similar to a technological SEO audit, the outcomes of the content audit ought to drive the methods and also priorities of the next stages of content work. Without the audit, you cannot create an efficient strategy due to the fact that you initially need to know what types of content you have actually got, what content you're missing, as well as what material you have actually obtained way too much of. But the problem is agencies are not cheap at all. The good news is there is a constant in statistics that show the 5 usual website mistakes most bloggers make, so you can avoid them and get better results. Blunder number 1: testimonials aren't used to their complete potential. You can find many web pages dedicated solely to reviews around on the interwebs. It hurts. Who depends on an endorsements page over testimonials on third-party websites like Yelp, Google My Company, or TripAdvisor? Nobody. With that being said, there is an area for testimonials. It's simply not on a testimonials page. The best method to use a testimonial is to match it with the suitable copy. If the testimonial is about exactly how easy and also quickly a customer received their product, make use of that on a delivery page. But if it's a testimonial concerning how an item resolved an issue they had, use it on that product web page. This will improve your duplicate and also aid to alleviate any kind of anxiousness a potential client has with their choice to buy. Endorsements can additionally assist you enhance your local importance in search. If you have a storefront that is targeting certain cities, ask for a customer's city and also state when you gather testimonials. Then, consist of appropriate testimonies along with their city and state on the ideal area web pages. Blunder number 2: not making material in your area pertinent, if it matters. If place issues to your company, you should not only utilize testimonials to enhance your neighborhood importance, but your web content generally. Take the car dealership sector, for example. There are over 16,000 auto dealerships in the USA, as well as they all, presumably, have websites. A lot of them have really comparable content, since they are all attempting to sell the same or similar designs of vehicles. The very best auto dealership sites, nonetheless, are creating material that matters to their regional areas. Individuals that reside in Denver, for example, respect what the best cars are for driving in the hills, whereas individuals in the Los Angeles area are most likely to want to know which cars get the very best highway gas mileage. Blunder number 3: no clear calls to action. This is the third of the 5 usual website mistakes most bloggers make. I have yet to complete a material audit where creating more clear calls to action wasn't an emphasis. The goal of a web page need to be obvious to any visitor. What is it that you want a visitor that arrive on this web page to do next? Much of our customers are not shopping, so it may feel much less obvious. Nonetheless, presuming you want a person to remain on your site, what's following, even if answer is I desire them to see my store, make it simple for them. Add a noticeable go to our store switch. If it's an easy blog site page, what are the next blog site articles someone should review based upon what they simply check out? Or do you have an appropriate electronic book you would certainly like them to download? You got them to the end of your post, don't lose the visitor because they aren't certain what to do following. Blunder number 4: not discussing pricing. Lots of firms, B2B companies in particular, do not wish to listing rates on their website. It's reasonable, specifically when the honest response to just how much does your solution expense is it depends. The issue with avoiding pricing altogether, however, is that people are searching for pricing info. It's a big missed out on chance not to have any type of web content pertaining to prices. As well as it irritates possible clients who would rather understand your price variety before giving you a phone call or submitting a kind for follow-up. It's equally beneficial to have rates info, or at the very least details on exactly how you determine rates, on your internet site since it'll help certify leads. If a prospect understands your price array and they still connect to find out more, they're most likely to be a much better lead than a person that is connecting to obtain pricing information. This conserves your sales group the difficulty of squandering their time on negative leads. Having pricing information on your internet site also assists develop trust with the prospect. If you aren't clear about your rates, it appears like you bill as much as you can escape. The even more details you provide, the a lot more trustworthy your service looks. As well as if every one of your competitors are additionally hiding their rates, you're the initial one they'll likely connect to. Blunder number 5, a lack of web content for all stages of the client journey. Something we usually do when conducting material audits is track where in the sales funnel each web page is intended. Bloggers have a tendency to have an out-of-proportion quantity of web content focused on driving an acquisition, yet not enough for understanding, consideration, and retention. This isn't always the instance, especially if they have a blog or resources center. Nevertheless, the factor to consider and also retention stages are frequently overlooked. While the buyer cycle is going to be various for every single product, it's still important to have content that addresses each stage, regardless of just how quick the stage is. Retention is a big deal as well. It is way extra affordable as well as less complicated to upsell and cross-sell present customers than generate new. Your clients are additionally much less price sensitive since they know your brand is worth it. You certainly wish to supply material for this target market too, to maintain them involved with the brand as well as find brand new usages for your products. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated. See you soon.